broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
And I know you, I was gonna say, I know you can sing.
We're the background. We're the background.
Yeah, we're your backup dancers.
That was really good. You guys harmonize?
Yeah, we
like a great
practiced. We practiced.
It sounds like a great home.
That's so mean. I'm a country singer in my past life. Thank you very much, Cortez. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the after show for Faking It. This is season 3, episode 2. Let's hear it for the oi, aka Car Mitzvah. Let's just call it Car Mitzvah, right?
It's easier.
And we have a great show for you because we have Jordan Rodrigues in the house.
Hey!
I think you're up there. Your camera's up there. Give a little shout out.
Hey, did you go hey?
No, hey! Oi!
Oi! That's right.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Hot. Oh, y'all
That's
don't.
okay.
I don't know when that
Scott,
comes
you're
out.
back.
Okay.
Where can we find you on Twitter before we get started so they can
I'm
tweet you?
At It's Jordan Jr.
Perfect.
Yeah, so our engineer got it wrong.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah. No, it's okay. He put H as Jordan Jr. It should be it's, right?
It's
It's.
Jordan Jr.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe
just
my
had some
handwriting was
messy
bad. That
handwriting.
might have been me. That was me.
I'm going to
for
tweet
sure.
you now, engineer.
That's okay. I'm Sterling Cates. You can
Got
find
it.
me at
was God.
Sterling Cates. That was God.
Yeah.
Cortez?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
What you want?
Where can we find you on Twitter?
Oh.
So we can get going.
Where's my camera?
Right.
Hi. What's going on? You can find me on all social medias at Cortez G West. I've had some energy drink, so I'm going to get a little crunk today. But
right.
where can they find you, lovely?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _O_G.
You was on the real?
The real OG.
That's going to be our
She's
slogan.
the real-
Every time you say it, I'm going
She said it last week, so we're still using it. But yes, tweet us during the show. We will answer your questions, and of course, I know you guys have a lot for Jordan. So what's up, Jordan?
Tweets.
Not much.
Welcome to the Faking It fam.
I
we're
know.
not really like a part of it, but we feel like we are.
I've never been to the Faking It AfterBuzz, so I'm very delighted to
Well,
be here.
we're happy to have you here.
Feels good.
So we'll talk about you being from Sydney.
Okay,
Welcome to LA.
thank you.
Well, we don't play.
Well, and you didn't have an accent. And I feel like sometimes that's hard when you're originally from somewhere.
No,
where you have
because
a strong accent.
Liam, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam's
what I'm
from England.
England.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
He's British.
So you
Right,
would
that's-
never know. I would never know.
Yeah, I have this weird Australian American accent, and my Australian friends hate me for it because it's really annoying. So sometimes I turn on the Australian, sometimes I turn on the American a bit more.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I have to do the American accent like once a week at least.
Yeah.
If
That makes
it's
sense.
for Fosters or Faking It or auditions,
Yeah.
So say something in your Australian accent.
Like full
Really
out.
strong.
Like full out. Like a whole
Oh.
sentence.
So Australian?
Yeah.
This is my normal Australian voice.
Oh, so even when you go back home.
but
you
if I
don't-
turn it up, it'll be
Yeah.
like,
Oh, wow.
oh, here I'm at AfterBuzz TV, and it's I'm having a great time with these fellas over here, and
Oh, that's the beauty.
oh, it's a bloody beauty.
That's awesome. So you're on Fosters.
Yeah,
How's that?
It's great.
And you're about to start season 4.
we are
Nice.
in a couple of weeks, and we had a big R&J like Romeo and Juliet episode last night. It was full of original music, and we had a great response from it, so I'm
Yeah.
very happy.
That's awesome. I know there's a lot of crossover fans between Faking It and Fosters.
Yeah.
So they were all very excited that you were
Yeah.
coming on
Nice.
this show tonight.
And
So
that they
that's
saw you
awesome.
last week. Yeah, it's good to see your debut last week.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. well, Did your feet hurt? Did you really walk over
Yeah, what was
fire?
that?
Oh, yes. No. But you know what? I actually have done that before.
You have?
I had to do it for like this, like, I don't know. It was like a confidence seminar type thing, and they're just like, and now you have to walk on fire coals, and I was like, I did it, and they sprayed my feet with water, and it was really fun. It was actually really fun. So I've done it once before, but that was all fake. Lighting.
Faking it. You started way ahead of the show.
You see what they did there?
They faked it. They faked it real good.
So your character on this show is Dylan,
Yes.
of course, and you are playing Karma's new love interest from the summer, and you're just like super chill, bro.
We are. I'm super zen. I'm super like chi. I love it. I love just. He's a big hippie. He's great.
How similar is that to who you are as a real person?
I think I'm pretty chilled out. Like I don't love doing anything too hard out, but I like chilling at home and, just hanging out with friends and just having a good time.
Drama free.
Drama free.
I was trying to count how many times you said baby to Karma.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
All right, let's get into this episode a little bit. So we have Liam is trying to learn about his Jewish history because he found out that his father's Jewish and he wants to connect more with his father. And it's interesting because I saw on the Faking It writers Twitter account that they incorporated that into the storyline because that happened in Gregg Sulkin's life. He's Jewish and he had a bar mitzvah in Israel or something. And so when they found that out about him as a person, they wrote it into the storyline.
Really?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't either until about 5 minutes ago.
That's pretty interesting.
I was wondering why you were strolling on the page.
That's really
yeah.
funny because Gregg's parents were on set while we were filming this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got to meet them. They were really nice.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. So I guess maybe they were helping with the
direction.
Yeah, the direction of the
story. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not Jewish, so I'm not like very knowledgeable about the different cultural things. But so then we see Lita again, or Zeta. Zeta. Yeah. Okay. We see her again, and she obviously is the reason that Liam was able to find out about his past because she paid for his flights over there.
Hired to find his father.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And took him to Jerusalem.
Right. Yeah. So she's having this huge white party affair that she turns into being Liam's bar mitzvah so that she can connect with him and make him feel like she understands.
So where does this hashtag car mitzvah come from?
Because it's like it's like karmi, like karma.
I mean, I get it, like
bar mitzvah, bar mitzvah.
But you
it
all
is
bar
bar
mitzvah.
mitzvah.
I don't know who made it up.
Oh, who started it?
Yeah, like because you.
Maybe the fans.
We didn't know the title. Remember?
Oh yeah, I
So
don't know.
then y'all put the title was bar mitzvah.
I just saw Katie Stevens saying use this hashtag today.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, that's
okay.
where it came
And
from.
that's
there you
where
go.
everyone was doing it.
Got it. Yeah, because it's all
Even
over
though the bar
Twitter.
mitzvah wasn't actually about them, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
Because Shane has this huge plan to get Karma and Amy in the same spot at the same time. Hopefully so that they make up. He's telling them both that the other person's ready to make up.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot about this last week because obviously there's this rift between Karma and Amy and we're so used to seeing them as close friends.
Yeah.
And the conversation about, will they be friends again, whatever. But they're both so stubborn.
And if it wasn't for last week preview of this week's show, I probably would have guessed that they probably would have made up. Or
I thought they were going to.
Right.
Like they were so close, and then
Yeah.
something always has to happen.
So close so many times. I saw that Katie Stevens tweeted at you and said that you're such a good dancer in real life that she was nervous. How does that make you feel?
Well, I think she's exaggerating a little bit because Dylan's obviously I trained from a very young age professionally and I worked in a couple of shows and all that. But obviously on Faking It they just wanted me to dance at a party and I wanted to dance at a party.
Oh, bro, you danced. You did
Yeah,
the snake out of that. You did the snake out of that shit, bro.
I danced in that scene while I was talking to her.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that called a snake?
Yeah, the
You just
little,
swerved.
little head roll.
Yeah. I just slewed out of there. That's great.
You're like, come on, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
But I think she was talking about the scene where we're on the dance floor and I'm kind of going for it and she's kind of Not really into it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So do you sing and dance and you do everything? You're jack of all trades.
I do. I like entertaining and doing all that. And I've just trained and I've done it since such a young age that it's just in my life right now. It's just part of me, Yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm excited for this week's episode because we're finally back at Hester. So last week we got back from summer break, but we weren't at the school, and so it was fun to like be back in the school and the little PSA that what's the principal's name?
And why is she back?
She's so amazing.
Yeah, didn't they have a guy?
Well, now that they got rid of him.
Where? How you know that?
What? Because they won the victory over the school board or whatever. That's what she was saying. Now that we have our school back.
Okay, I got that, but they could at least show that because I was dumbfounded. I was like, why is she?
She comes out.
Anyway, we're like back to how it used to be, and she says that they're going to be like more accepting than ever.
How is
whatever
that
STI thing, that was pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
It was like I can't hear like sustainable.
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember the different ones, but she was like, "We're gonna spread our STI." I was like, "Oh no!"
How did they not catch that?
Right, exactly. And so from there, we see this whole lunchroom scene where Karma walks in, Amy and Lauren
I still call her Bailey. I don't know
because that's a real name.
I know, right?
But they're at a table, and Karma doesn't have anywhere to sit, and that's like one of my biggest fears.
What?
In high school, you know what I mean?
I used to turn it out.
Were they called Glansberging when you were sitting eating alone?
If I see I'm a show. If I'm sitting by myself, I'm gonna be a show.
It's like Mean Girls when she goes and sits in the stall of the bathroom.
To eat her lunch?
No,
that was disgusting.
Yeah, see, we didn't have that in Australia. Like they're just like you've got lunch, you go
outside and stuff like
that.
And
you just spread out across the school. Like, you didn't have like cafeteria.
Oh really?
Yeah,
wow.
That's cool.
That's
interesting.
That's better.
So like,
That's awesome.
if you could sit by yourself, you just sit like I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I did that.
Yeah.
Tell it on yourself, man. Yeah. Tell it on yourself.
So when you do sit by yourself, you go hide behind this thing.
Yeah. Smoke a cigarette.
I wouldn't sit in the women's toilets.
That's hilarious.
That's stupid.
With your feet like this. Feet was on the floor like this. Like
but now that you're at Hester, Dylan, anyway, not Jordan, but when Dylan's there and he's starting to see Karma kind of change from how chill she was over the summer, how like go with the flow she was.
Yeah.
Because now she's stressing about Amy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse. And I just thought of this. It's kind of a reverse of like Greece.
Yeah.
You know how they go on summer holiday and they're in love and it's all passion and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They go back and it kind of changes when you're around old friends and I've come into a new school. I'm Sandy.
Yeah.
You're Sandy. Danny's just trying to be cool.
And Danny's just trying to be cool again.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
It's kind of like that situation, but yeah. I understand. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Shane, who is always has been best friends with Amy, but is now newly best friends with Karma, chooses to sit with Karma and Dylan.
He had a point.
His summer friends.
He had a point.
Yeah. What was his point?
He was saying that like he knew that she would not take it and make it like as big as it would.
I don't think he believed.
He was sweet talking her.
He was sweet talking Amy.
I don't
trying
think
to,
so.
Yeah, he was.
I think that Karma is more dramatic than.
That's true.
for sure, but he always has an agenda. He's never genuine.
He said the same thing to Karma though about Amy. He was like, "I knew that you would understand, and she's too stubborn." He's like just sweet talking both of them for real.
I mean, I hate his position that he's in right now.
Well, yeah,
He does too.
like he said to Lauren, he was like, "You wouldn't understand. You've never had two friends."
Oh.
I was like, "Damn." That was
Take
probably
that
like one of my
dagger out
favorite
the
lines.
back.
Yeah.
He stabbed her in the back.
So let's talk about Lauren for a second. So she's protecting Amy, of course, because now they're like two peas in a pod, which is interesting to see.
So odd.
Which I like it. But so she's trying to get Shane not to interfere with them. She's trying to say Amy and Karma should just go their separate ways, invest in other relationships. Shane's trying to get them back together so it can just, everyone can be friends. Do you think that Lauren is actually doing that to protect Amy and her feelings because of how invested she does get in Karma? Or do you think she's doing it for herself so that she has a friend?
I want to believe that she's genuine, but I don't think that I do.
Yeah.
I feel like both she and Shane want their friendship to go the way they want to go for their own specific reasons.
Right.
Like Shane said, he didn't want to choose between the two, and Lauren just got her first like friend.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna lose
Well,
her.
like her first. Well, Lisbeth. Where is Lisbeth? We
Well,
still
we're
don't
about to
know.
find-
She got
We're
fired.
gonna find out, I think.
She got fired
Did
in real
Leslie get
life.
fired?
She got fired in real life, man.
Well, that laugh that
Yeah, she was
Lauren did
dying.
at the table
Mm-hmm.
was really evil. Because Amy was like, no, but really, where is Lisbeth? Did you, like, kill her?
Like,
Is she, like,
yeah.
tied up in the basement somewhere or something?
Like she tied up, what's his name? Who did she tie up? Her ex-boyfriend? The football
Oh
player?
yeah, what was his name?
I forgot his name. The one that went into the bathroom.
Tommy.
Tommy, correct, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go to the white party. So Shane convinces Amy and Karma to go to the white party. He says that Amy's ready to raise the white flag, and so is Karma, but really neither one of them are.
Yeah.
But they go to the party expecting the other one to apologize, which I didn't think was going to end well. And we see that it doesn't.
Why didn't you not think that?
Because, like, what are you going to do if you see someone that you think is about to apologize to you?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be like, I'm sorry.
You're
I mean,
not
but
gonna
that's-
let her speech doesn't
No.
work anymore.
Yeah.
I think that reality-wise, we would have said more than just so. You know what I'm saying? Like in reality,
Yeah.
in real life, I would have been like, so what's up?
You got
How
something
you
to say?
day?
So you got something to say to
I would have
me?
been like, having a full conversation, and then I would have been like, so, like, what's been going on with with us?
With the apology that you're supposed
So
to give.
I hear you had to say something to me.
You got something to say to me? But no, I didn't get that.
That's
I
so
didn't-
seen. I felt like it was kind of natural, though, because each way they said so, what obviously meant a different thing.
Both of them, because they both
just,
were like, so.
They just, like, gradually it got more and more aggravated
Yeah.
with why the other person wasn't speaking.
So you saying, what would you have done in that predicament?
What I've done, I would have been like, so are you going to apologize? Because I thought that's why I was here.
Really?
That's some hill
That's
stuff.
I know that's right.
No, I think that's just a girl reaction.
Oh, you would have been like that too?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have said sorry if I was expecting an apology. I'd just be like,
Yeah, well, the thing is, neither one of
Like
them
that
thinks
meme
they
when
should
she's
apologize.
yes, accept my feelings exactly.
And neither one of them thinks that they should apologize, though. So it's like they're not going to unless the other one does it first.
I mean, even after the bathroom situation.
Yeah, so I guess it's like fate that they're supposed to be friends because they ended up in the men's bathroom together and they both joked about the same
Yeah,
thing.
making the same jokes. That was the second time they said the same thing this episode. I forget what the first thing was.
It's because they're meant to be friends.
What was
Yeah.
Karma doing in the bathroom though?
Weren't they in the men's bathroom?
She was in the men's bathroom.
Yeah, so
Where was the line for the
Amy,
women's?
there's a long line
Oh.
for the women, so Amy skipped ahead to the men
Oh,
so that
okay,
she could. Yeah, so this
So
is
Karma
Shane,
skipped as well.
right? So she skipped a line, and Amy saw her heels under the thing
Yeah.
and was like, "I'm not the only one that had this idea."
But she didn't know it was
obviously.
Amy, though.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't recognize the shoes or the feet. So is she a real best friend?
toes.
I don't think so. It's hard to say. But that was part of Shane's second attempt. So the first one obviously didn't work out because the sew thing just ended not well.
Well, no, his second tip.
His second thing was the donut. So he
Okay,
tried.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he saw that Karma still has Amy's what's it called?
EpiPen.
EpiPen because she's allergic to nuts. And so then Shane gives Amy a nut-filled donut.
So evil.
Did you get
That's
at first?
crazy.
I was like, why is he giving her the littlest sliver?
Because he probably didn't want to kill her.
Yeah, but like before I knew it was nuts, I was like, is this dude serious?
I
Like
thought it
that's
was
the
genius.
teeniest little. I mean, it's evil because she could have died.
She really could
No,
have.
that's why he gave her like.
Yeah, so
A
it's
little
like, I'll just
piece.
give you a little taste.
I don't want
Yeah.
to kill you too much.
Yeah,
And
he was like,
she would have
just
not put the
enough.
whole thing in her mouth like Lauren did.
She
probably
might have.
No, she was
She
in.
loves
She was
donuts.
ready to eat that whole thing.
Amy loves
she
donuts.
loves
She wanted
donuts.
it, yeah. But he just wanted to give her just enough to where Karma could come save her life and then it would be all good.
Right, because
She
Amy-
dies just a
yeah.
little bit.
I think it was.
She
genius.
died just a little inside and outside. But fortunately, or not so fortunately, depending on who you're looking
Lauren
at,
was on
Lauren
it,
was there.
boy.
She was like, this has nuts in it.
I was like, gee.
And like she would think of something like that because she would probably do that as well.
Right,
Right? She
exactly.
was like, I've seen this
Exactly.
one before.
Yeah.
I've done this
Oldest
one before.
trick in the book.
Oldest. I thought it was great though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we're constantly seeing Shane and Lauren kind of butt heads over what they want Karma and Amy to do, and I loved when Shane was like, "What show have you been watching?" Like, yeah,
some of the lines they actually have in this show is kind of like,
Yeah, they're clever.
aha, like,
Yeah.
like that's dope.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think about Liam and Karma's moments together tonight? Because they had that one at the school where they kind of bonded over Liam's dad, and that's when they butt dialed Zeta. And then they had another one later after Liam gets mad at Zeta for turning this whole party into something that he doesn't want it to be about. And he kind of connects with Karma again. And she gives him good advice. It's the advice that she should be taking herself.
And she did.
And she did. But then that didn't really pan out. But what do you think about the moments between Liam and Karma?
What do you think?
Boo. She's my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, that's your girlfriend.
On your
Why would you
girl.
be so insensitive?
I know. Right?
No, I think
it's so rude.
I think they're really cute together. I don't know. Like they obviously have an understanding, just like they had Amy and Karma. It's Amy and Karma, right? Yeah. Amy and Karma have a connection. That it's just a completely different dynamic between
Right.
them two.
Yeah.
But are you asking like on a way of
I mean,
seeing if
it's
they're
just-
going to try to get back together? Because I don't see that.
Yeah, well,
No,
because,
no,
I mean,
no,
he's
no.
with Zeta and Karma's with
Do you think
Dylan, so it's...
I think it seems like Liam's still kind of feeling Karma, but I don't think Karma's. It's right at this moment. It doesn't seem like she's too concerned with boys. Like her relationship with Dylan, whatever. Liam, it's kind of just like she's being his friend, but definitely her main concern right now is Amy.
Yeah.
I think it seems like.
I'm telling you, Karma is about to become a lesbian. And
You think
Amy,
so?
Yeah, she's
and
tripping.
Amy is going the different way.
Yeah, I like the dynamic between Liam and Karma because it's kind of just more like a friendship now.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
the moment, because they've got all these distractions,
Yeah.
you know. So at the moment, they're just coming to console each other in their different points in their lives. So it's
Right.
quite new. But so I hope nothing rushes between them. But who knows? They could definitely get back together.
I got tired of that.
Well,
man. I got tired
yeah.
of Liam and
Well, Zeta
Karma.
doesn't see it that way. She sees it as a threat, obviously,
Yeah.
because
I
she
feel
heard
bad,
the phone
though.
call. Yeah. And
She's
then
dumb,
and then
though.
she just kind of
Like, she's epic dumb.
she just, goes in for the kill with Karma.
Right. Ew. Okay.
Yeah, like what is that going to stop?
Yeah, well, I guess she was just trying to make Liam jealous.
But like, what?
Well, because Liam obviously likes when Karma kisses girls,
But
because
it was
that's
a
what
longer
that was
kiss.
like all season
It was
one
a-
was about.
And what kind of guy is gonna be like, ew, I'm so jealous? Like, no.
He's gonna be like,
I've got an idea.
Hello, mate.
if anything, that's gonna be, more interesting for him.
Yeah.
But so Zeta kisses Karma just right in the middle of Karma's attempted plan to get back with, or
Karma's
make
gonna be
the
a
effort
lesbian.
with Amy.
You know why? Because when they kissed, like Karma didn't even like flinch back. She was just like,
She was
She was like,
okay.
aw, yeah.
she was like all up in it. She was just, I was like, and it was longer than even her and Amy's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Y'all are gonna fall out of your chairs when I
Karma
say that.
had Amy and her favorite song on.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, no Tony. Yeah.
That's right.
And
You
Harmony.
did practice that. You guys went in at the same time.
So we've been doing the show together for a while.
Yeah, we got it. That's my sister. We have the same mother. Yeah.
It's true. But so then, not only did Amy see Karma and Zeta kissing, but they were also kissing to their song. The damn
messed
shame.
up, man.
And then
Like, why would she even think that, though? That was so immature of her to just turn around and walk away. And then on
Well,
top
she-
of that, go ahead.
It was immature of Amy to walk away?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
That
I mean,
was immature.
she-
I mean, it's high school.
obviously
I
high
keep
school.
have to, like, they're grown kids playing in high school. I get that. But it's just like, man, that
Yeah.
was just so. I would have been like, hold up. I would have stood there like,
yeah, you need to like check out the
I
situation.
would have been like, hold on. I would have been like, they do that these days. They came from clapping, now they're doing this. Now they're doing this. You don't even know. But no, I would have watched and assessed. I would have.
Yeah.
And then for her
Well-
to turn around and be like, let's leak that video
Yeah,
or
she's
something.
like, oh, it's on.
Yeah, I'm like, dude.
She's ready
And
to.
Lauren's like, yes, I've got her. Now we're gonna do some like serious.
But I didn't say
blackmailing.
anything about when you asked about Lauren feeling some kind of way. I mean, about Lauren motives. Do you feel that Lauren has motives? I don't think she has motives. I think she's really like since the wedding
Yeah.
of their parents and all that kind of situation, and then like trying to figure out if her mom was cheating on her dad. I think that brought them closer together.
Right.
And then on top of that, with the whole pregnancy thing, the test. Wasn't that the pregnancy? What was that in the trash can?
Oh, that was Amy's. Well, they thought it was Amy's, but it was her mom's or something. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
It was Lauren's. It was. You guys can help me out though if I'm wrong, but it was a scene where like.
Oh, was it Lauren's from with Tommy when they had that? Or no, because he wouldn't have sex with her.
There was something, I don't know if you may have, because this was last season, but it was Lauren was hiding or did something, and then threw the thing in the. It was Amy's.
It was Amy's because that's when she had sex with Liam.
Got it.
And she thought she was preggo for a second. But going off what you were saying about Lauren, I think that she does care about Amy and wants to protect her, but I also think that she is like, this works out for me too.
Yeah,
Because I have nothing else to do.
Well, and because I can have a friend out of it.
Yeah.
True.
You know?
So I guess you answered, Jordan, I guess you answered the question for Larissa, at Larissa Girl 23. She asked you, Jordan, do you think Carmi, which is Karma in name, is in game?
Is end
Is
game?
like done
Oh.
as friends?
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know. It's the show, isn't it? Like, if it's end game, wouldn't the show be? I mean, at the moment, if I was just in their world, living there, like, if I was Dylan, yeah, I'd say it's over. I don't think Dylan knows.
I like the fight. It brings drama.
I like the fight too.
It brings, yeah, because I'm tired of that whole Karma and Liam crap.
Yeah. Faking It HQ wants to know about your audition
for
Faking It.
Oh, okay.
That
was great. That was a fun audition actually, because you know I try and have as much fun with comedy stuff as I can, or whatever audition. But the script was so funny. The script was that the audition scene was the campfire scene. It's just like, don't be shy. And I'm just talking to Amy and Liam. But I was in the waiting room with a bunch of other way better looking dudes than me, and I was just like, I gotta stand out. So I took my flip flops off, and I just went in barefoot.
Nice call.
It was like, bold choice. I'm like, thank you. It was a lot of fun, and they were really super nice to me.
That's awesome. And obviously it worked out.
Yeah.
Another question from Faking It Feels. Favorite memory on set?
Oh, wow.
And which cast member is most like their character? You can just go with the favorite memory on set.
Favorite moment? I don't know. There was one day, I think it was a campfire day, where we would just kind of, we were in that campfire set for like 2-3 days, and we all got really, really comfortable with each other, and I don't know, we were doing a lot of ad-libbing, which I've never done as an actor. This is my first real comedy, so ad-libbing and sort of improvising on the spot was a big learning curve for me, and also was a lot of fun, and the cast taught me a lot about that. So that was a great moment for me, just realizing how free you can be on this set, and how much you can put yourself into the scenes and all that as much as you want. I think, is it Willett, Ben Willett, or what's
Michael Willett.
Michael Willett. Ben.
I was like, who? That's like another actor.
I'm sorry.
He's hilarious.
He's very much like his character. I wouldn't say he's his character. I don't think.
I would agree.
He's the good angel of his character.
I agree.
You know, his character, especially tonight, was very, very devious, but in a good way. He's very similar to his character in the sense of like he's got good comedic timing, and He always comes in at the right time. He's just a joy to work with. Yeah.
Yeah, we had him last season.
Oh, yeah.
Last season?
Yeah, he's
no,
awesome.
No, the season
he's
before
funny.
last.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
one of them.
it was the first season. Yeah, we had him the first season, and we were in here dancing and everything. Did you go back and watch the other seasons?
I started from season 1, and then because I only got cast like maybe 3-4 days before.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
they told me, and they told me, I was like, oh, okay, I haven't seen this show before. I'm going to try and get through 2 seasons worth in 3 days.
Well, you filled in pretty good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I got through like half of season 1.
Okay, so you
there you
so
go.
you did hear about Squircle because had a little dance called a Squirt.
Squircle.
How's it go?
We'll show you later. But I had like Michael and everyone we had them doing the dance.
Okay.
It was
The
pretty
dance,
cool.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah, he's just like he is I think he's just like Shane as
Yeah.
a character.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jordan, what else do you have going on in your career, in your life? Anything you want to pub?
So much.
Much.
Just
busy schedule.
No, obviously Foster's is going ahead, season 4, and we start in a couple of weeks, and I'm very excited for that. I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going.
Say it!
I can't. You know what? I can't. But I'll tell you. I'm going back to Australia to shoot a movie.
Okay.
That's been awaited for a while. I'm not gonna say too much. Yeah, and I'm doing a bunch of music at the moment, and I'm trying to plan a show in like a backyard. So if anyone has a nice big backyard that I can play at, I'm gonna be like debuting some original music.
Nice.
Just an acoustic set, really intimate. It's gonna be like a picnic. You can bring like cheese and wine and all the snacks you want.
I know someone that does that already now.
Oh, really?
In Burbank.
I will talk to you after.
Yeah, and they have like they have everything set up too. It's like they have like the little
really?
like the tree benches and all that kind of stuff like that.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. Something really intimate, because I play in a lot of bars. I play acoustic sets in bars, and I don't love that environment.
Right.
It's kind of like I feel like I'm there to like perform and just like get everyone dancing or something. But like my music is more just kind of like mellow and
Something a little more natural
more
setting.
story. Yeah.
So you acting like Seal?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Just kidding.
Kiss
from
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So someone else also asked, I think it was also Larissa, girl 23. She said, "Who was your favorite, Katie or Rita?"
Oh, well, I work with Katie the most, and we became very close on set. And she's awesome, and she's a fantastic musician, and we kind of bonded over that as well. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she does play.
Yeah.
She sings.
She's incredible.
Yeah, that's
She's
right.
really
That's
good.
right. So what are you guys doing like when you're on set though? Like, oh.
We all just
See, that's why I hate that.
What do we do? I mean, I there was a lot of off time in my trailer and all like, so we'd actually jam in our trailers.
nice.
Like
Yeah.
we bring our guitars to set and just like play around. So
That's
that was
cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, well, we do have to wrap now.
Yeah.
We did get some predictions in there in the middle, so we'll talk more about predictions
we'll get it in
next
next
week
week,
for sure.
yeah.
Jordan, thank you so much for being
Yes,
here.
for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
so
awesome.
much.
Thank you so much. Where can the people find you? Anything we should look out for? Go ahead and say that.
Yeah, just Instagram and Twitter is @itsJordanJR, and Facebook Jordan Rodrigues.
Perfect. Olivia?
My Instagram and Twitter handle is _O_G.
You was on a reel? I'm just kidding. Yes, and same as all for me, guys. It's the same social media handles at Cortez G West. And where can he find you, Sterling?
You can find all of us here at AfterBuzz at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, AfterBuzzTV.com, and iTunes too. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sterling Cates. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Jordan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jordan.
And we will see you guys next week.
Cheers.
I'm mad. I messed up my
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.